All right, guys, let's get this live popping, okay? Hopefully my coughing is done and over with. This morning live was brutal, absolutely brutal. But we hit the target. So we hit our target right here at about 94.5. We've been looking at this target for quite a long time. If you go look on our liquidity gaps here, we literally hit it perfectly. So you can see right here was our main area of resistance, and we tapped it. We tapped it perfectly to the top, and now that is the premium high. So I do see us hitting it one more time, maybe, but now I would be very, very cautious in the market. Make sure you guys hit up that like button. Let's run up the live tonight. Let's try to have a really good live tonight because I feel like I've been a zombie for the past week. And one of the reasons I don't like the Tokyo session is because the Tokyo session is quiet. It is always in accumulation. Dropping, pumping, dropping, pumping. There isn't really too much direction in the Tokyo session because all Tokyo does is they really just accumulate. So here's the trend line on Bitcoin. And you can obviously, well, Tokyo might be distributing a bit. Kate's, how you doing, MJ? How you doing, Tips, Bad Game? How you doing, Kingdom Come, Malim? Just send it. Thomas, I appreciate you. Sharp Scale, how you doing? Okay, so Bitcoin is in a macro uptrend, guys. Now, there's a possibility Bitcoin does come back to this area right here, about 92.5. Very big possibility. Do I think it is going to happen? Not sure, because what we're actually doing is we're creating a macro fair value gap, right? Here you guys can see a macro fair value gap created. So yes, we have a bit of a channel here, and we'll go back to that channel in a bit. And I'm going to take off this channel right here. But we can see that Bitcoin's just really ranging in this fair value gap, which is now going to be major support. That being said, that is going to be very, very hard to break. So if Asia is just accumulating, that means London is either going to manipulate, accumulate, or distribute. Now, if we look at the 1 hour time frame, which is going to be important, that is our RSI, and we did break it, okay? We did break the 1 hour trend. So it is tough to hold a long when you broke this area. I'm still in my long, but I want to see what the market does into London. I already know Tokyo is going to sell off a bit. We did break this 1 hour trend here, which is not good. And we don't want to be breaking the 1 hour trend because that bounced once, twice, 3 times, and now it broke the 4th time. So if that is the case, then we know the market could drop a bit and come down a bit. That being said, though, we are on a massive uptrend on the daily. And if you look at the daily time frame, guys, you guys are probably able to see right here that we have a bit more room to go up on the RSI. And our MACD is pushing up 100%. So even if Bitcoin is kind of dropping in this area of support, throughout the whole week, we're in an uptrend. And you can see that on our weekly momentum indicator. All right, guys, hit that like button. Let's run up the live. Pretty much for the end, for the whole week there, you should see Bitcoin moving up. Okay. Where I would get out, where I would maybe be cautious in the market, because we did break out. But where I'd be cautious in the market, if Bitcoin breaks this 92, if Bitcoin breaks 92, we're in trouble. we're kind of bouncing off the equilibrium right here. And the equilibrium area is going to be about 93.2 to about 93-ish, right? So this area where we're bouncing off of, I can see us ranging in this zone, up and down, up and down. I just really want to see what London is going to do and set the tone for the New York session. But we all knew New York was going to pump it, and they definitely did just that, right? All right, guys, so we're going to look at a couple more things here. We're going to look at total 3. Thank you all for joining the live tonight. Hopefully my voice holds up here. But again, guys, total 3 has been rocking and rolling. Total 3 absolutely crushing it. There's the breakout right there. Altcoins broke out. And now you're going to move up to around, well, we need to break this area right here, our 800 SMA and our 200 SMA on our 18-hour daily time frame, 18-hour. If we could get back above this, this is major support. This is going to look like altcoins are going to hold very, very well, right? So keep that in mind. If we could get above this area, we'll be rocking and rolling. One Up Trading, how you doing? Ty Scott, appreciate you for coming on the live. But yeah, things are looking really good for the market right now, guys. We could come back down to that 92.3 area. Olga, how you doing? Good evening. Appreciate you guys all for joining the live. Right? We could go back up to that area, but I'd be expecting Bitcoin to push up one more time. The 5 minutes oversold. The 15's oversold. I don't like how we broke the 1 hour. I definitely don't like that. And I don't like how the 4 hours very, very overbought. So if you are looking for a short, again, I personally don't recommend shorting an uptrend, but if you are, I would say about 94.8 to 95. You got to keep in mind this pennant that we broke has not hit the take profit yet. So from here to here, from where it broke, that would be about 94.8, 95. So I would say 94.8 to 95 would be the top in the shorter term. Obviously, if you break this channel and start pumping like crazy, then Bitcoin is going to skyrocket and go up. But guys, we broke out, okay? I want everybody to know we actually broke out. There's no way we faked out. This is a real breakout. Now we might range a bit, and we'll see what happens. If we break the daily trend here, which is this region right here, then you're looking at getting pretty bearish here. But Tokyo is kind of settling in that range for accumulation. Now we need to see what London is going to do, and it looks to me that London's probably going to push price up or accumulate like it did yesterday, right? Do I think XDC network can go to 11 cents? Absolutely. So that is one of the coins I do want to look at. Could the large caps start doing nothing, guys? Nothing, right? XRP is kind of ranging. Looks like December 3rd-ish price action. When was December 3rd? I can't even remember. Okay, a little bit right here. But the difference with December 3rd, respectively, is that Bitcoin actually broke out of the macro, right? Hit that like button, guys. I appreciate you all for joining the live tonight. Welcome to all the new people on the network, on the channel. I want to get back to these long lives because And for some weird reason, my live was shutting down in the morning. I don't know. It's because of my VPN. I need to keep my VPN off. So XDC network. Broke out. Can I see it coming down to 11? For sure I can. Or up to 11 for sure. Right? So we broke out. Could range around 5.2, 5.3. I guess I drew this resistance earlier. So I can see it ranging right here. Once XDC breaks out, guys, XDC is absolutely going to pop. And if we look at our liquidity gaps here on XDC, our 4-hour time frame is in a little uptrend, but we need to break this premium high right here on XDC network, and then we are absolutely going to pop. So you're looking at about 5.5 running all the way up to 6 in the shorter term, and that is really good money too. XDC is probably going to be one of my favorite trades for 2026 now that it broke out, because it is an ISO coin. And if you look at the 3-day, draw your trend right here on XDC network. It could run up to 27 cents. Obviously, it will run up to about 7, 8 in the shorter term. But if it breaks out of that, you're looking at the conversion line. And if it breaks out of that, you're looking at 30 cents on XDC. And being that it for sure broke out of that time frame, you're looking at least around 7 to 8. Weekly is going right up. You just need to see if it breaks this resistance right here, right? Resistance right here on XDC. So it should push to the top, which is around 8 cents in that area. This is definitely one of my favorite trades of 2026 once we break out of this or we come back down to here kind of range. So again, guys, if you're just tuning into the live here, Tokyo is not dumping. Tokyo is ranging, accumulation. A lot of the market is in accumulation right now. Even if we came down to 93, that's accumulation. A drop is full distribution with continuous red candles. Right now, we're hanging above the 50% if you look at Bitcoin. Even though we're dropping and breaking, this area right here, we're still hanging around the 50%. Now, it is looking pretty grim on lower time frames. But as long as we're in this channel here on Bitcoin, we are rocking and rolling. All right, guys, hit that like button. Let's run up the live, guys. If you have Twitch, please open up Twitch on a separate window. Mute Twitch. And then the algorithm will do the work. We got our Twitch live right here. 81 followers on Twitch for our crypto. But yeah, make sure you guys open up Twitch on a separate there. It does help me out. Slack, how we all doing? Hope you, thanks for coming on the live, fam. Olga, XRP short from 241. Alejandro, how you doing, XRP? Okay, XRP first, and then we'll look at Tau. So XRP pumped here to our take profit, guys. Look at this. Broke out, skyrocketed. XRP is playing out exactly how we wanted it to. So about 249 would be my short if I was going to short XRP, 250, 249. But if XRP breaks this area right here, XRP is absolutely going to fly. I could see XRP coming to $4 if XRP breaks this area right here. It's very tough for me to say to short the market right now, especially on a breakout. But if I was looking for a short in the shorter term, it would be about 249, 250. Thing I like to say is the trend is your friend. So if I'm looking for a long, I'm probably looking at a 1 to 3. If I'm looking for a short, I'm probably looking at a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 1, which means I'm only willing to risk $1 for $1. But it isn't too bad. But once XRP breaks out of here, guys, you're looking at about that 310 target. XRP is at the weekly trend line at the moment. So if you look at it, you're right. XRP is absolutely, well, it's really at the daily, it's really at the macro trend line, right? The top trend line here would be $4. But yeah, this would be the weekly trend line. So about 249. But if it breaks out that, it is gone to about $4-ish. And just as things drop, guys, things recover very, very, very quick. Now, something you're going to note here is XRP hit the top of the daily, but Bitcoin did not, okay? So Bitcoin has a lot of room to push up to the top of the daily, while a lot of altcoins are hitting the top of the daily already. So again, I'm going to go look at my parallel channel here on XRP. I'm going to set an alert above 250 because it doesn't interest me when it is in the downtrend channel. I'm going to wait for a break. And if we break on XRP, we are just going to skyrocket all the way to that $3 region. So if anything, I'm looking for a short, a long on XRP, but you could scalp short it because they might fake out right here, might pop to that 250 region and then come back down. All right, guys, hit that like button. Let's run up the live. Okay, let's see what some trending coins are here. Everything's kind of quiet into Asia. Sui's 194 already, guys. So we looked at Sui last night, and it was 163. Now it is 194, right? So Sui's about to pop and break the conversion line here all the way to about 341. So I'm going to set an alert right here in Sui to about 341, 350. And once we break this 800 SMA, you're going to see Sui absolutely pop. So I'm setting alert here about 211, 212. Deep had a great day, but now taking a break. Cam, how you doing? Appreciate you for joining live, fam. Tao. So Tau is looking okay too. So if you're looking at Tau, Tau broke out. You have pretty good resistance right here. Deep has been a good trade. I'm glad you guys are all making money off Deep. Tau should push up to 300. I'm going to set an alert here for Tau though, because once Tau breaks this area right here, Tau is pretty much gone. And I'll probably get into a trade at the moment, and then you'll see Tau pump to about... Well, realistically, that high around $500. I can see Sui is going to zero from 207. Anything could happen. Anything could happen, right? Yeah, Tau is looking really, really good, guys, right here. I think XDC would be my favorite trade we've went over so far. Yeah, so Tau's rocking and rolling. You're going to have Tau pump all the way up to 363-ish in the shorter term. And ultimately, the top here around $5. Tau's looking very, very good. Hit that like button, guys. Let's run up the YouTube live for new people. Shout out to everybody coming on the live today to check out my trading. I appreciate you guys all for joining. Again, guys, make sure you know and understand the schedule. Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, we got London. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday is going to be weekend trading, I think, or Friday. Either way, I'm not going to have a live Friday or Saturday 100%, but I'll let you guys know in advance. Because the reality is things happen and move when the market moves. Things don't necessarily happen when there's no money moving into the London, the Tokyo, or the New York session. So if we want to get our most money, we got to get it from the stock trading sessions. All right, let's see here. We've got... See what Bitcoin's doing here. Everything's kind of in limbo at the moment in Tokyo. Bitcoin's already oversold in the 5-minute. 4-hour candle's about to close here in about 59 minutes. If altcoins hit the top of the daily and Bitcoin hasn't yet, do you expect dominance to spike up? So the thing about dominance, it already broke the trend. And this is what you want to see for Bitcoin. I mean, altcoins. You want to see sideways action in the market, and you want to see our altcoins popping off. I don't expect dominance to move too much, even drop or pump, just kind of rage in this region right here. And again, if you look at that rising wedge, guys, Bitcoin Dom did break that rising wedge. So we've got a lot of support right here on Dom, but I can see Dom rolling over for sure. Absolutely could see Dom rolling over and ranging around 57. If we could get all the way down to 54%, you're going to see a lot of altcoins popping off, just absolutely pumping. But I want to put it into plain perspective for altcoins, guys. So your altcoins can pump in the shorter term here all the way to about 1 trillion area, okay? Shout to all the new people joining the live, guys. If you're new, let me know in the comment section below. Let's run up this YouTube live. All right, so let's look at a couple coins that are just kind of that are trending right now, because nothing is really happening with the large caps. So I'm going to go down the list. I want to make sure in these lives I cover these trades, guys, because you're looking at 1,000% blow off tops here. Like, look at Onyx Coin, XCN. We looked at XCN yesterday before it popped off. Now, I was not interested in it until it broke out. One of the reasons for that is because I just don't trust any fake breakouts. Now, it pumped a lot, and a lot of people are going to say XCN is too high now. But I showed you guys this last night on the live, right? So now what you want to do is you want to take your wick to wick here. Obviously, you want the 1 hour to be oversold. Typically, you want your 4 hour to be oversold. Taz45, thank you for commenting. I appreciate you, man. CJDV, let's go. How you doing? XCN could pump a lot more, guys. So here's my play on XCN, because it pumped a lot, but I like movement and I like getting in on pumps, right? So if XCN breaks this fair value gap right here, I would get out of the trade. But XCN has a ton of potential here to pump all the way to the top here. You're traumatized from flash crashes. Yeah, I know what you mean. To pop up to about 0.2. So that's how high XCN could pump, another 200%. I'm not scared of anything right now because we broke out, right? Stop losses and profit. But again, we broke out. The biggest advice, and I'll tell you guys this on every single nightly live, is you can make $1 million or $1 billion in this run if you do it right. You got to be catching the breakouts, and you got to be catching the highs, and you got to be cashing out and flipping from coin to coin to coin. So if I'm looking at XCN here, because I do want an entry on it, I know it pumped a lot. Huge pump. Out of this area right here, which is a little high right here, we break out of right here, 0099585. We're going to pop on XCN, and then we're looking at a big move. So what I'd be doing is I'd be setting alert right here. If I was going to make a trade on XCN, I would be doing low leverage, very, very low leverage, guys, like 1x to 3x. But there is a very, very big move coming up on Onyx Coin, okay? So even though you guys are like, well, it pumped a lot, right? No, it really didn't. All it did was it broke out, it recovered. Now we're looking to break all-time highs. Like, even if I go right here on my monthly, look at this trend line on XCN right here. It would be pretty much from right here to right here. And that actually lines up at the top of your parallel channel. And if you take this area from right here, we're pretty much about to break out. So if we crack the breakout here on XCN, guys, we can pump all the way to 12 cents on Onyx Coin. And I'm really not kidding, okay? That's a beautiful parallel channel breakout. If we get past that breakout, you could possibly see 12 cents on Onyx Coin. You're also going to see about 1,000% moves on a lot of altcoins, guys. Everything's going to do 1,000 to 2,000, 3,000% on a lot of these low caps because we broke out. Fast, easy cash. How you doing? Render's making moves. Yes, it is. So I'm going to set a little alert here on XCN, looking to get into a low leverage position. Radium. So things are going to move slowly. Radium's actually a really good trade. I like that you mentioned Radium because it's about to break out. So you don't always want to go for the coins that are just flying, even though XCN is pretty much going to print. I'll set Radium on my my alerts here about 140 because you're going to have a massive move on Radium here all the way to the top around $4. If we look at our liquidity gaps right here, Radium has not been breaking out yet or running. Neither has Solana, which is good for us because we're able to go after some coins that hasn't run. Anxiety through the roof. Why low leverage on XCN if you know it will print? Because one wick will wick you out and you pretty much lose the trade. One little wick, and XCN is actually a low cap coin, right? So right here, guys, Radium is absolutely going to pop. This is actually a really good trade. And XDC is my favorite trade right now, but I'm lining up for Radium. Basically, what I'm looking to do, guys, is 555 every coin. So I'm looking to put 5K in every trade, and I'm looking to make about 40%. If you add that up in 50 crypto coins, that's almost $100,000. Why do I know this? Because I did this in the bull market back in 2021, and I made one mistake, staying in the trade and riding it to the top. You don't ride it to the top. Will it pump to the top? Probably. You ride it to the major resistance area. You're going to see it range. You take your 50% profit and you keep on playing it and playing it and playing it. All right. Hit that like button, guys. Let's run it up. I got a bit of a voice tonight in 1 week. Shout out to all the new people on the live. I appreciate y'all. Thank you all for coming on live. Thank you all for sharing coins. Thank you for taking your time out of your day with your families. So yeah, Radium would definitely be my top. Let's jam on Bitcoin here again. And we are going to see, yeah, Bitcoin's going to be coming up here again, guys. Again, these small drops are just drops. So now you got to redraw your RSI. So this is what a lot of people don't get. They think it breaks the trend. But in all actual reality, you're in an uptrend on the 1 hour. And you're staying above that conversion line. So you're actually very, very bullish here on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks this conversion line, there's a possibility we move down to 92,000. However, you can see that Bitcoin has more room to move up on this pennant. I would say this 95K would be the short-term top, or even 96. But it does look like London is getting ready to pump the market. Tokyo doesn't really do anything, right? Okay, guys, we're going to go down the list. I want everybody setting alerts with me on these coins because they're just going to print. They are going to absolutely print one. What is Solana? I have no idea, and I'm not interested in it. Okay, next one. Onyx coin, we went over that. Sologenic is a very, very good project. And when it runs, it runs. It's probably one of my favorite, actually. Yeah, if Sologenic breaks out, this is going to pop. It typically moves when XRP makes a move. Yeah, if Sologenic breaks out of 18, guys, Sologenic is Sologenic's going to go to about 40 cents. And ultimately, if we can break that long-term resistance here, you're looking at a new channel being formed to about $1. But first, we need to look at about 40 cents on Sologenic. This is probably going to be one of my favorite trades because I know that volume comes in when it comes in. So I'm really just waiting for the breakout. Waiting for the breakout, guys, on Sologenic. We're looking really, really good. So I'm going to set an alert here on Solo around 19. 19, and if it breaks out of this area, which is going to be your peak resistance point, you're looking at about almost 40 cents on Sologenic. If you guys are making money on the Beast Limitless community, guys, hit that like button. Who's making money on Deep? Who has been printing on Deep Book? Look at Deep, guys. Absolutely flying. I called this trade somewhere around here, 3.9. On Deep Book. Here's where everybody needs to... Oric, what is up? Appreciate it. Thank you. Do I think Sonic is dead? I'm not sure. Here's where everybody needs to pay attention, guys. After this conversion line on Deep, everybody listen, this breaks out. Deep could virtually pump all the way up to 9 to 10 cents. Now, keep in mind, guys, you got Deep all the way down here. There's going to be some resistance right here. Sui did the absolute crusher and played out on the channel. And Deep is about to do the same exact thing. Now, I gave you guys another trade the other day. Blub. Blub is right here, guys. Blub is in the Sui ecosystem. Thoughts on Aster? I'll look at it. MYX forming around the bottom. All right, guys. So look right here. This blub is about to pop. And if it pops, it's going to run pretty hard. You can see, I don't really like the RSI or anything of it, but you can see it's about to break that downtrend. Once it breaks that downtrend, it is in the Sui ecosystem. It will absolutely take off and run. Okay, so keep an eye on Blub. Keep an eye and set your alert. If you guys are wanting a deep call, a kind of a deep call, set your alert on Blub. All right. Let's go to MYX and then we'll do Aster. How do we know when to take profits? The good thing is set your stop loss risk to reward 1 to 3. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you guys my tracker. Yeah, this one's looking okay. I'm going to show you guys my tracker for 2026 on how I calculate my risk to reward 1, 2, 3. I have been sick, so I haven't been able to do a seminar. I'm going to get back to the drawing board tomorrow, providing I feel decent enough. And I'm going to brainstorm. I'm going to show how I'm going to do it. We're probably going to do a training seminar in beastlimitless.com around the middle to the end of the month, and we are going to break down every single thing for you guys from A to Z. All right. So if you guys want to know how to take profit, and again, guys, I haven't closed my Bitcoin long, right? There's no reason for me to close my Bitcoin long. MYX is looking pretty good. It is bouncing off the channel. You have a 3-point resistance right here. So I'd be looking at this region. I'd be looking at this area right here on MYX, and then it looks like you could pop to about 317-ish. No one became broke taking profit. I will say that. Okay, so if we're looking at Aster, so right now my top trades, guys, are Radium, XDC Network, and Sologenic at the moment. Craig Beeps, what is up? How you doing, fam? Thank you all for coming on. I know a lot of people are probably confused with the new schedule, guys. I wanted to do it now instead of doing it when we have well over 1,000 subscribers. So appreciate you guys all for coming on the live again. So all of you know the live schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Tokyo session. I'm debating if I should do a live on Saturday during the day. I think I will, just for weekend trading. I was going to do it Friday, but Friday, absolutely nothing is happening. So I think in the morning time, I'm going to do a live Saturday just for weekend trading. And then Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday is going to be London. Okay. So if you guys can get on the London session, a lot more happens in London than Tokyo, as we can see, right? Aster broke out. Another really, really good trade here, right? We broke out of the downtrend. So if we're looking at ASTER here, guys, Aster. Shout out to everybody coming on the live, guys. If you haven't liked it up, the video, the live, please like it up. Yeah, so we got, well, there's a breakout on my chart. That's weird. Okay, I'm going to go off my chart, not my liquidity gaps here. So my actual chart is showing a breakout. Oh, yeah, we broke out right here. There we go. Okay, so we broke out. So we can see Aster moving up to probably $1.11 in that region. Aster is looking very, very good, guys. Very good. You obviously got a bit of support right here, or resistance right here at your equilibrium, but you can see it pumping to about 96. STX. Sure, why not? Make sure you guys are following me on X, guys, too. I've been sick for a week. I haven't been posting, but yeah, look at stacks. But I will start posting again here. Stacks is a beast once Bitcoin breaks out. Yeah, here's another coin that is ready to rock, guys. So look for the coins that are about to break out of their downtrend, and then you're going to see them pop 10 times more. But you can see, you could pretty much see that stacks can push up to about 85-ish. So I'm going to set an alert here, guys, on STX around 47. It broke out of here. So yeah, you're looking at it pumping to about 60, 70 cents in that region. Not too bad, stacks. It's looking really, really good. Everything is about to break out. And look how much volume comes in, guys, when altcoins break out. Like just massive green candle volume. What else do we got here? Dusk. That used to be a really big money maker. Flare XRP, Firelight XRP. All right, all the XRP coins. I showed you guys Stronghold last night. And it broke out. Remember, we were looking at SHX last night. It absolutely broke out. It is ranging above the breakout here. Overbought now, so I'd be cautious. But if this becomes oversold again, Stronghold can rip all the way to, let's see, if we take this trend right here to right here, potentially we can see Stronghold pumping all the way up into about 4 cents in that region right there. So SHX is looking very, and I mean very, very good. Amoto, how you doing? Appreciate you all for coming live. Sinster Scalper, possible cup and handle on Bonk. We just need to break this area right here. Right now, we've got a beautiful fair value gap on Stronghold, guys. Like this could absolutely pop off. And yeah, we could see a 4X on this one for sure. If we look at the weekly, weekly's looking good. 3 days looking very, very good. Bullish dive right here. Yeah, this is honestly going to be one of my favorite trades as well because at the moment, Stronghold is looking very, very good. Bonk. Okay, let's check out Bonk because I know Solana's not moving yet. Almost about to break out. All right, let's see what Bonk is doing here. So we've got a big downtrend here. Caspa. Okay, so we broke out on Bonk right here, which is perfect. We got a nice downtrend here on Bonk. And then right here, Got another downtrend here on Bonk. So this is the overall downtrend, guys. You break Bonk, you're going to fly. You're going to have massive candles coming in on Bonk. I'm talking massive, massive, massive candles. So if that is the case, then and you're going to see Bitcoin moving up here, guys, and into the Tokyo close. Yeah, you're looking at about 200% on Bonk. This is going to absolutely pop. Mr. Crypto 303, will we ever get a true alt season? Well, you can kind of call this a mini alt season because Total 3 broke out. And Bitcoin is going sideways and pumping and reaching higher highs. Is it a true alt season? No, not necessarily, because dominance needs to be below 50% for it to be a real true altcoin season, right? Hit that like button, guys. Let's get this live trending. If you're new to the live, please let me know in the comment section below. I thank you very much for joining, where you're tuning in from. Caspa. So I'm going to set an alert here on Bonk, guys, and once we break out of there, we're good. There's too many coins to look at. Too many coins, which is a good thing because everything is kind of breaking out. So we got some resistance on Caspa in this area. You break right here on Caspa, you're pumping to about pretty much 10 cents pretty quick. You've got a bit of resistance in this region right here. But Caspa is on the way to just flying. So we're going to set an alert on Caspa right here, guys, at about 5.7. Pretty much what I'm doing is I'm lining up all my breakouts. I would say Radium's probably going to be my favorite play out of everything in XDC, only because I know when they move, they move. And when they break out, they break out. So what you can see here is you can see Bitcoin bouncing off that conversion line. Until Bitcoin breaks this conversion line, we're not bearish. Steve Yang, I appreciate you. Vitamin D. I need to get out. Where I am in my building, everything's connected. I definitely need to get out, but it's winter time here. Appreciate you guys all for coming on the live. The live is trending right now, guys. Let's get this rocking. Let me know what trades everybody is in at the moment. This is the Tokyo session, the most boring session, really, for the most part. But we should push back up to about 95K. If we break 95K, we're going to break out. MC Pogs, how you doing? Task77, how you doing? Pinlink. Haven't heard of that one. Check it out. Now, we made a trade on Aave, guys. Who made money off the Aave calls? Set your stop losses and profit. Make sure you're in beastlimitless.com. Aave is just in pennant after pennant after pennant. So we called Aave around here. Aave broke out. Now you're looking for a macro breakout on Aave. This is going to be one of my favorite trades in crypto if Aave breaks out macro, because Aave is one of the biggest gainers in cryptocurrency. So if you look right here, Aave is in a 3-point downtrend. Why is this very, very important? Because a 3-point downtrend is very, very hard to break. Once it breaks, I'm telling you guys right now, it is going to pop. 3-point downtrend, 1 resistance, 2, 3, okay? If Aave breaks out of here, Aave could literally run to $300 in 2-3 candles. Aave is going to be one of my top trades when it breaks out. I will flip my money from Bitcoin to Aave because I'm in a 25x long on Aave. But guys, if we break out on Aave, we can run up all the way there. Since there's scalper, I'm sounding better tonight. Awesome. Here's the live schedule up, guys. Please mark your calendars. So make sure everybody is locked into our lives during the week. We want to make sure everybody's on our lives, okay? We got Monday, Wednesday. Friday, there's no Tokyo session. I'm not doing a live Friday, but I've been doing a live Friday, so I'll figure that out. Weekend trading is not really for me. I'll be honest with you guys. But Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, we got London. Okay, so for all the new people, that is the schedule. Friday is kind of a question mark right now. I got to figure out if I want to do a weekend live. I'll be honest, I don't like trading on the weekends because there's not too much volume coming into the market on the weekend. And if it is, it's usually fake volume. What's up, man? TNT Media, I appreciate you. Happy New Year. Welcome to the live. Appreciate you, fam. Sinster, you should have heard me coughing like crazy on the live, right? In the morning. Filecoin. I've been eyeing AVAX, big in art, WA, and gaming. All right, let's check out Filecoin here. I know it broke out. Getting ready for work and coughed on. Sharp Skill, thank you for being on the live, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, every second I had to mute it, honestly. Okay, so here's Filecoin. I like it. It broke out. But it is in a channel, and I want to see if it breaks this channel right here. So we've got the top of the channel here on Filecoin, guys. At about 55. Now I am looking at Filecoin hitting 55. I don't know if it's going to break out here. It might just come back down to the bottom here at about 34. If it breaks out, there's a possibility. Well, it will go up to $1. Not a possibility. If you look at the Fart Boy up 24% today. I showed everybody Fart Boy yesterday, guys, on the live or the other day. I said it was going to pop, and Fart Boy just is about to break out. So remember what I said about the ecosystems, guys. The coins in the ecosystems is what you want to look at. You don't really want to look at the main coins. Fart Boy is actually one of my top coins. And I do want to look at it because this absolutely exploded when Filecoin was running up. And I know it sounds foolish, like we're grown-ups and we should be looking at other coins. But guys, the reality is these coins are going to make you a lot of money. And here's what you're expecting our Fart Boys. So if you look at the buys, there's not too many buys coming in. Still very, very low. But But look at the breakout. Huge breakout on Fart Boy. And that is a 600% pump, ladies and gentlemen. So what you want to do is you want to draw your real good resistance right here. I don't think it is on perpetual. Maybe, possibly. Friday is a non-farm payroll. I mean, yeah, we're going to do the New York daily lives. So we got 5 lives per week. I'm talking about the evening lives, but just weekend trading, nothing really happens. Yeah, Fart Boy broke out. There you go, guys. Fart Boy broke out. So this is looking like this is absolutely about to take off and rip. Boom, right there. 3-day, but yeah, this is gonna fly. I can see Fart Boy running 400%. This is gonna absolutely melt faces for sure. Yep, broke out. Not too bad. This could absolutely take off. So if Filecoin is running, you want to look at Filecoin though. It did break out. Kind of broke out. You're looking for the back test, really. It needs to close the candle above. So if it closes a candle above, it hasn't really closed its candle yet. It needs to close the candle above. Once it does that, it's going to pop. Songbird. Songbird is another one here. I'm going to send alert outside this fair value gap right here. SGB Songbird is another coin that is going to take off. If you look at the XRP ecosystem, Songbird usually runs with XRP. Hasn't broken out yet. Again, if this breaks out, you're going to get a really big pump here. So guys, you can see Bitcoin is oversold in the 1 hour time frame already and almost back at 94. So what that means is London is most likely going to pump the market. 30-minute oversold, 45-minute oversold, 1 hour, very, very oversold. And you can see your move. If people are shorting, your move is very slow. Here's the uptrend. Here's the down. Here's the uptrend. Here's the down. So keep an eye on that. I don't know if we're going to break the channel yet on Bitcoin, but there's a very, very big possibility. Very, very big possibility. So we've got 19 minutes left on this 4 hour candle. I do want to see what Ethereum is doing. Can I imagine filing taxes? Yeah, as Filecoin a source of income, that would be funny for sure. So Ethereum is just running up here, right? ETH is looking good. Very good. So we know Ethereum broke out, guys. Massive breakout on Ethereum. We know the top on Ethereum could pump to about $3,700. I'm going to redraw this channel on ETH on the weekly time frame. Hit that like button, guys. If you haven't, let's run up the live. Here's a proper live for everybody. I know we've been limiting around an hour, but starting to feel a bit better. So we're bouncing off the 382, bouncing off of hour 5. And now essentially you're looking at this being the new channel on Ethereum. which means that Ethereum could potentially pump to $7,000. Whose target was that, right? We do have some resistance around 4,500, but you are looking at $7,000 on Ethereum, which is pretty crazy. Shout out to everybody on the live, guys. Welcome. We've got the live trending today. If you're new to the live stream, let me know in the comment section below where you're tuning in from, what coins you're buying, what crypto projects you're holding. Tips, let's go. Here and there I'll cough, but it was bad in the morning, right? Okay, someone asked about OM earlier, Mantra, and I know Mantra has been in a very bad downtrend. So this is another coin that's going to pop when it does pop. Yep, Mantra's getting right there. Right there. Pretty much I can see Mantra pushing up to about 17 cents. I know people are going to look at Mantra as a rug, but here's the thing. When crypto breaks out, it breaks out. And it usually is not a fake out of a macro downtrend. And this is a downtrend all the way from July 2025. So all we're looking for is we're looking for a real candle close on Mantra above here. And then you're looking at a push up to about 18 to 20 cents on OM. 18 to 20 cents. That is absolutely crazy. So it looks like London is going to do the work tonight, guys. Thoughts on Casper, Pump Fund, Sonic? Okay. We'll try to get to all these coins. First, we'll look at Pump Fund. And some of these coins you can't trade on leverage. So you guys could literally buy a bit of this coin and just get out and keep on flipping. Pump Fund Pepe, what? Is Pump Fund not on XC anymore? Oh, there we go. Pump Fund. Okay. So Pump Fund is about to break out too, man. Everything's about to break out at the exact same time. Exact same time, guys. Look at that. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically 5 resistance points on Pump Fund. So Pump Fund breaks out and back tests. You're going to have a pretty big run coming up on Pump Fund. Really big run. Daily hasn't hit the top yet, but you're looking at a 400 to a 500% move on Pump Fund. 300% move. I exaggerated a bit. So guys, all I'm doing is setting alerts, right? On all of these projects, on all these coins. Just above the breakout. Okay, Sonic. So Sonic is about to break out. This will be actually a good trade because it hasn't broken out yet. And you're looking Sonic hitting about 78% on that breakout point. So if Sonic breaks 9.3 and we close a full candle about 9.3, guys, Sonic will absolutely bust out and pump. Huge pump coming on Sonic. So Kate's really good call on Sonic. And if I look at my liquidity gaps here on Sonic, we broke this area right here. So I can see Sonic coming up to 17 and even 22 cents in that area. Ponke looks good. Yeah. I looked over Ponke the other night, guys, and it was amazing. If you're looking at Ponke right here, it did break out. Look, Bonk is breaking out now, right now, literally right now. Okay, here's the breakout on Ponke, right? So there's the breakout on Ponke. Ponke could pump all the way up until about 20 cents on Ponke. Is looking very, very good. Bonk is now breaking out of the channel, of the downtrend. You can see that right here. Massive breakout coming on Bonk. It looks like this pennant is about to play out on Bonk right here, guys. So you've got this uptrend channel. Now here you can see the resistance on Bonk is right here. So what it needs to do is it needs to break this actual channel. Otherwise it can fake out. Otherwise it can fake out and come back down to here. So I'm looking at the channel. Even though I'm seeing green price action, I'm looking at the channel and seeing what it can do, right? So it definitely looks like a mini altcoin season is forming, guys. Again, Bitcoin's just really going sideways. So, oh, you guys hear the cars in the background. That's crazy. My window's shut. So keep an eye on Bonk, guys, and see what it's about to do. I want to see what Andy on ETH is. I showed you guys the play for Andy Ethereum before. Andy is already oversold in the 1 hour time frame. It broke the conversion line. So Andy could pump another 150%. I'm looking for a really, really big move coming up on Andy Ethereum. Really, really big move. Not too bad. So Bitcoin's dropping a bit, which is not a bad thing, guys. Bitcoin dropping is not a bad thing at all. All it is really doing is ranging. BTCD is not doing much at the moment here. Yeah, BTCD is dumping. So this is the perfect scenario. We want Bitcoin ranging and we want Bitcoin DOM dropping. And then that's kind of when we're going to get a mini altcoin season. If DOM comes all the way down to here, guys, you're going to see Bitcoin DOM drop all the way down to 57%. Okay, back to the drawing board here. We've got so many coins to look at, guys. Like a lot of these coins, like Spell, okay? This is another project. Has anybody made massive profits off Spell before? Okay, so spell's a bit weird, but it did break out. If you go from this area to right here, it broke out. So maybe we come back and range around this fair value gap. But there is a major move that is going to come on spell too. You've got a major liquidity push right here. I'll just set my alert above here. And then we'll see spell crush it all the way to the top. Spell is looking fire. If spell breaks out, it could potentially go all the way back up here. And a lot of altcoins are breaking out of their macros. So that is about 600%. So I would set an alert on spell, guys. I made a lot of money off spell before in the market. There's some resistance right here, which is perfect off this little bearish pennant. But we break out of right here. You're looking at 100% on spell very easily. Make sure you guys are all setting your alerts with me. I'm telling you, the money you can make is just unreal. So we want to look at low cap coins, guys, right? So I do want to talk about ZBCN. I know someone asked me to look at it before, but it is a low cap. What the heck is going on here? Yeah, that inverse head and shoulders playing out on ZBCN. It faked out the other day. And ZBCN broke out already. So all we need to happen on ZBCN, guys, is this time frame to break out, which is pretty much 67% above here. So I'm going to set alert right here above this 200 SMA. If we get this breakout on ZBCN on the 200 SMA, Phantom Wallet now has its own trading terminal inside it where you can trade with leverage. That's crazy. That is ludicrous. Shout out to everybody joining the live, guys. We got this thing trending tonight. Let's keep it up. ZBCN's about to break out. So whoever mentioned ZBCN, shout out to you. It's looking very, very good. We're just going down the list. Make sure we're getting everything covered. Swiftcoin is another one. WSFTC, another moneymaker. WSFTC. Nope. SWFTC. SWFTC. This is another project that is going to make a lot of money when it breaks out. A lot of money, okay? I don't really like the move that it is in right now, but it's kind of breaking out right here, kind of rejecting. Yeah, it's breaking out and back testing right here on Swiftcoin. 4 hours overbought, but again, your higher time frames are looking good. Swift can pump up to a penny pretty good. So if we're looking at Swiftcoin, guys, we're looking at it really being above the 800 SMA on the 4 hour time frame. If it could get above that 800 SMA, we're looking at a really, really big move. Or at least on the 200. Or bouncing off this area right here, honestly. 1 hour is almost oversold. 15 minutes oversold. Looks like we're going to come back up on Swift. We have a bit of an uptrend right here. I can see this pumping up to 0.06 if it does hold the trend. If it fakes out, it's probably a fake out. Looks like London is absolutely going to rocket the market. We might range. We might do nothing, right? But Onyx coin is flying. XCN, obviously. Bonk is trending #1. Flare is looking pretty good. Pump is trending. Cardano is trending. Mantle. WorldCoin is trending. Okay, I want to look at WorldCoin. Because anytime the market is bullish, World looks pretty good. Okay, so WorldCoin broke out, I believe. Yeah, huge breakout on WorldCoin. Huge breakout on WorldCoin, guys. Huge. So initially, yeah, WorldCoin looks like it is about to pop if you can break this mini resistance right here. If you could break that, WorldCoin's going to fly. And you can see WorldCoin pushing up to over $1.20. Remember what Virtuals did. Speaking of Virtuals, what is Virtuals doing? Virtuals protocol 111, breaking that conversion line, right? So now that Virtuals broke that conversion line, guys, you're pretty much going to pump all the way up to about 180 on Virtuals. 180 would be my top anyways, for sure. Payne, what is up? Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the community. Is DOGE something you've looked at? No, I have not. But I know it is in which one? DOGE go to the moon or just, or is it? Okay, let's go to DOGE. Sure. Make sure you guys subscribe so you're getting all the alpha. We do lives in London session, Tokyo session, New York session every day. DOGE broke out. Everything is breaking out. And DOGE is a low cap too. Meme coins are breaking out, guys, all over the place. Yeah, this thing could do 300%. I know a lot of these coins already move, but the reality is they can move a lot more. I could see DOGE pushing up to 002, 003. There's a lot of resistance in this area right here. But this is looking good for a low cap. So it did back test the daily breakout. So if I was going to get it, I would get it right here. And then you just got to make sure it doesn't break this fair value gap on the 18-hour time frame or the daily time frame. Huge golden cross coming up on DOGE. This actually looks like a really good trade. This would be, you'd be looking at about 300% to the top on DOGE. Holy man, guys, am I ever excited? Papalu, Linea. Another low cap banger. Huge double bottom. Make sure for all the new people, guys, if you haven't signed up to beastlimitless.com, it is our app. Okay, it is completely free to join. I am posting trade setups there. A lot of people are helping the community. This is for all the new people or the OG people. BeSlimless.com. I don't want money from you. It is completely free. Come hang out. Join other traders. All right. How do we know our move with Bitcoin isn't exhausted? Because the problem with that is because you already broke out of the macro. So this is a downtrend all the way from October 2025. The worst that could happen is on the macro, Bitcoin drops and ranges around 88K. That's the absolute worst that could happen. Whales are going to start loading up on altcoins and Bitcoin and everything because this is a macro breakout. If we were right here, I'd still be talking about 65K Bitcoin because the reality is until the trend is broken, you shouldn't go against it, right? But as long as we're bouncing off this fair value gap right here, we're looking really, really kosher. Another reason is the weekly is completely oversold. So Bitcoin could hypothetically even pump all the way up to 127K if it really wanted to. Because now this would be the new trend. So pretty much you're looking from here to here. If I'm looking at a real price update on Bitcoin, I would be saying Bitcoin's going to come to the conversion line at about 103. And that would be the break of the trend, 103 to 106 in the shorter term area. And then if you're following AMD, you're looking for accumulation. So we know Tokyo's in accumulation. We know we're going to be oversold into London. Is London going to accumulate or is London going to pump? That is the ultimate question. So Aave is very close to breaking out. H-bar is looking okay. You know, we could go over every single coin in crypto right now, but I want to look for the biggest gainers in crypto. Biggest gainers in crypto. UFART is looking pretty good. Let's look at a couple of the fart coins. Okay, this is one that I'm keeping an eye on is Unicorn Fart Dust. It hasn't done anything yet, but whales pumped this coin back a bit ago. I think it did break out. No, it didn't break. Well, it broke out of the downtrend for sure. Of that mini downtrend. It broke out right there. So UFD is not looking too bad. 1 hour is oversold. 4 hours already oversold. So this one could make a pretty big move as well. Where's Dex screener? I mentioned this last night on the live, guys. I got some waveform. We're already in profit on wave. So waveform on virtuals is looking really, really good. You are looking for roughly 100 to 200% move on waveform. So this is on DEX, but it has been looking really good, and price has just been slowly rising off this rounded bottom right here. Yeah, so if I'm looking at UFD, UFD has a lot more ways to go here to about 285%. So we can see a big move coming on UFD. Look at these buy orders, guys, on UFD. $5,000, $1,900, $4,000, right? So now big buys are starting to come in on UFD, and it hasn't really ran yet, okay? So I can see UFD pumping all the way to 4 cents, and that is a 4x gain right there. So basically, if you're looking at MEXC, You want to look at your lower time, or yeah, you want to look at your higher time frames here. And you want to see if there's any rejection on UFD. And this could kind of come all the way down to 0.13. But if it breaks out of this resistance right here, this is honestly going to be one of my top meme coins. And the reason is because UFD has a lot of whales in it. The FAR ecosystem is running. So yeah, once we break out this premium high, guys, on UFD, it is absolutely gone, going to take off. So keep an eye on UFD. That should be one of the top meme coins you're looking at, especially with Filecoin starting to take off. Okay, Bitcoin's coming up, guys, slowly but surely. That 1 hour is getting ready for the London session. Look at this fake out. Guys, let me ask you a question. When I was on the live earlier, wasn't this dropping below here? It dropped below this one, right? Now it's a huge fake out. Because we are extremely, extremely bullish. I can't make this clear enough. We're very, very bullish, okay? Personally, for me, I don't go against the trend. I am only looking for longs or spot trades, but it looks like London is about to light us up. Possibly. We'll see. I want to see what Popcat's doing because this has been a banger before. And then I want to see what Miro's doing too. Thank you for all the new people joining on the live, guys. I appreciate it. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Yeah, Popcat's going to crush. With set alert right here. I don't care about any crypto project unless it actually breaks out. Miro dropped a lot. Is this even a coin anymore? It is. Miro is another one you guys want to watch because this is very, very low right now. And at this point, Miro can just skyrocket to about 1.8, which is a lot of profit. So I'm going to set an alert at my conversion line right here. Now we're going into the doghouse because the reality is a lot of these coins flew in the previous bull market, right? So if we break this area on Miro, guys, Miro's absolutely going to take off and fly. What is Solana doing? I feel like Solana's starting to gain some momentum if these coins are running up. Yeah, right there. So Solana just broke our conversion line. I'm going to redraw this channel. It is still on a downtrend initially. But Solana did break, and Solana can pump all the way up to 165 in that region. You do got some resistance, like I said earlier, around 147. But Solana's looking very, and I mean very, very, very good, guys. Like, all these Solana coins are about to take off. Another one, right? Book of Meme. These are the coins I remember that were flying. So Book of Meme is already broke out. Okay, guys, so Book of Meme's looking very, very good. It already broke out from 005 is here. It is bouncing off this area right here. This is another clear banger. JJ Do Crypto, how are ya? And it looks like Book of Meme could pop all the way to about 002. So I'd be looking for a setup on Book of Meme as well. When it breaks this 50 SMA, it's just going to fly. You've got really, really good blank space on your VRVP. all the way through here. And I know we're looking at meme coins, guys, but here's the deal. The meme coins is what ran the bull market. So why not look at meme coins, right? Like, we're just about to take off in the crypto market, guys. Absolutely everything's about to run, take off, skyrocket. I don't know any which way more to put it. We are very, very bullish, okay? Very. So XCN obviously pumped a lot. Ponke's looking good. I looked at Deep. I looked at Filecoin. UFART, I don't know what that is, but I think we looked at this on the live. There was one more I wanted to look at in the Filecoin ecosystem. Loza, how you doing? Appreciate you, fam. I think it was Fart Daddy. I'm not sure. Was it? Was it? Yes, it was Fart Daddy. Okay. So Solana coin, Fart Daddy, right? The reality is go where the money goes, guys. I know I'm showing you guys coins that are meme coins, but now we're bullish. Again, Unicorn Fart Dust is probably one of my favorite coins right now in the meme coin ecosystem because it can run all the way up to 4 cents, and that is an absolute banger. And this one's very, very dead too. So this isn't a coin I would be putting my whole bank account into, but I would definitely be putting $100 or whatever is house money. Because guys, if Fart Daddy somehow does wake up, you're looking at almost 10,000% on Fart Daddy. I'm telling you right now, I will be buying $1,000 of Fart Daddy and leaving it there. Why? Because the fart coin ecosystem is running up. Is it risky? Anything's risky, right? But the reality is that this could completely fly. Okay. Make sure you guys are getting the right one too if you guys are getting into some of these coins. Am I missing any more fart coins other than UFD, Fart Daddy, Fart Boy? I'm loving the meme coin pump. I know I didn't like it before. I like it because they're low caps, right? What is the greatest currency? PTGC. Shout out to everybody on the live tonight, guys. All right. Tomorrow night, guys, we will be doing a New York session between 8 and 8:30 a.m. Make sure you guys are for that live. Even if you're working, just play it in the background. It helps us trend. London session. I don't know what that one is. London session. What ecosystem is this? Pulse chain? And then for all the new people, guys, we're doing London tomorrow at 1:30 a.m. Give us a play for tonight. Are you looking for a meme coin or are you looking for a legit coin? Pulse has been pretty good. It depends on how much money you want to make, right? Like look at Pulse. Or not Pulse. I don't know what this is. PTGC. You're looking at a 900% run up on PTGC. That's huge. I don't like the sells though. But it did break out of this. It didn't break out of this channel. If I'm looking at a legit coin, I would say Sonic. I would definitely say Sonic, but honestly, Bonk would probably be my top. But the thing is with Bonk, is it needs to hold that break. I don't know. Bonk is good, but it hasn't closed a full candle. Tim, how you doing? Shout out to you. Thank you for joining the live, Tim. Appreciate you. I'm very risky about these candles. Bonk is looking really good. If this 4-hour candle closes on Bonk, maybe we're back testing the pennant here. I'd probably wait for that 15-minute to be oversold. It's very risky getting into breakouts. My absolute top meme coin right now would be UFD Unicorn Fartas because I know it is going to pump. And it will pump a lot. But ultimately, we can see Bonk go to about 4 cents again in that region. It's about 360%. No problem, Tim. No problem. We're just trying to get the London session. More happens in London than Tokyo. Slack, how we doing? Man, there's a lot of coins. Like a lot, which means there's a lot of money to be made, right? I haven't looked at Dusk yet. I've got tons of alerts set, guys. Like alert after alert after alert. All right, let's see on Dusk here what we're doing. Dusk broke out 4.9 and can pop all the way up to about 11 cents on Dusk. That is a beautiful coin too to play because it had a really nice falling wedge. It back tested the wedge perfectly. James, how you doing? Thank you for coming on to live. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate your comment. Damn, we're almost at 100 people, 100 viewers. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, look at Dusk, guys. Dusk is going to be a very, very good coin too. I can see Dusk running up to 7.3 and ultimately 11.6. I would say Dusk is probably going to be one of my top because you just got really blank space after this area right here. This would have been real nice to catch down here at about 4.9. That's a beautiful falling wedge. So if you guys could get a trade on Dusk once it back tests this fair value gap, you're looking at almost 10 to 11 cents, which is a lot of money if you're longing. It's pretty good profit, pretty good profit. All right, guys, I appreciate you all for joining the live. Thank you very much. We literally looked at almost every single coin. Someone asked me to look at XPR the other day. Another low cap, right? You find the low caps, guys. The low caps break out, you chase them. You want to XPR broke out. This is going to pump to almost a penny. XPR is going to be a very good project. Do I have a Discord? Ranger Rambles, how you doing? Appreciate you for being on the live. No Discord at the moment. But we do have an app. It's like Discord. It is like Telegram. BeastLimitless.com, guys. A lot of people are commenting in the pack chat. By the way, thank you for everybody commenting, guys, and helping each other out. You guys are seriously legends. I really appreciate you guys. I think it just froze. But BeastLimitless.com. We posted a call on Aave. Aave's crushing it. XPR is looking very good. Very, very good. To even about 0.05. Man, this is going to be a really, really good trade too. This is probably going to pop off. Another coin that I really, really like, guys, is Humans AI. I don't know if it broke out yet. No. Look how low this is. Look how low Humans AI is, and look how much money you could. It literally just backtested the trend here. I don't know why I thought about Humans AI out of nowhere, but I just did. But Humans AI just backtested. So this is a really good spot trade. Right there. Look at that backtest. Boom. 0.01. This is a very good project in the longer term. It obviously broke support, but now it just backtested. That is easy money if this gets up to 0.03. So already 100% profit, right? Go to Ethereum, Turbo Vine pump close to breakout. There we go. Okay, ETH. ETH is okay. It isn't really doing much. I guess if you're a trader and have a lot of money in ETH, it already did break out. I can see ETH pumping all the way to about 3,700 in that area. Yeah, I would say 3,700 on ETH would be the top because you have a very nice rounded bottom here. I believe your Ichimoku cloud, your lagging span did cross. Daily is looking very, very good. And we can see Ethereum resistance on the cloud and the top of the channel around 3,800, right? All right, guys, hit that like button. Drop kick that like button. If you guys have not followed me on X, guys, go follow me. BeastX Bitcoin. I'm going to be posting a lot more content when I start feeling better here. We got 76 followers, guys. Go. Look, January 2nd, I called the bottom on Bitcoin. 90,200. Man, there is so much money to be made in the market right now. So much money, fam. CJDV, thank you very much for posting that. I appreciate it. Radium is very, very close to breaking out, guys. Like very, very close. I am liking a setup on Radium all day. I could see Radium pumping all the way to $4. This is a nice trade on Radium. Once Radium breaks out of here, 140, $4. Easy on Radium. Once Solana breaks out, guys, Radium is going to be one of the top. What would be my entry on Bonk? There we go, guys. We did a 2-hour live as soon as I'm feeling better. And thank goodness the market is not went crazy until I started feeling better. I don't know. My entry on Bonk would be, as long as we backtest this fair value gap, which we did on the daily and 18-hour. I think my entry on Bonk, because we are in a little channel here, would be the breakout of the channel or the back tests going sideways and then a continuation back up. Because keep an eye, guys, we are bullish, but we do have uptrend channels. So typically when you hit the top, you're going to hit the bottom, which means we might do this and then run. But Bonk is absolutely in an uptrend channel for sure. GP, how you doing? Uniswap. Okay, I got you. A lot of these coins are wicking now too, which is Uni has been ranging in a pump pennant, double top, triple top. So if we take this channel from the bottom to the top here, we set an alert above 666. I would say we're going to move up to about 1048. We need to break out that area. Now we have a massive bullish cross on Uniswap, okay? Speaking of Uniswap, so you're looking at about 1042, but we need to break out a 670 in the shorter term though. J-Mart, how you doing? Absolutely, fam. 2 lives a day, every single day. London and New York. Or London and Tokyo. New York and Tokyo or New York and London. I know you like lower time frames, GP, so we just need to break this 656 high right here. And then we are rocking and we are rolling, fam. To about $8 and then 10 ultimately. Okay, speaking of Uni, Bake, I told you guys this. Bake is going to absolutely pop when it runs. Bakery swap. Look at this. It isn't doing anything. This is a coin you want to look at because it's not doing anything, like nothing. Which means, but if you look at Bake, look at what it did. It broke out. Okay, so look at the breakout on Bake, guys. I want to show you something. If you could potentially hold a long on Break and it breaks out of this bear pennant, you could potentially make 2,500% on Bake. And this is actually probably going to be my top trade because it has not broken out yet. It already broke out of the downtrend. So what I'm going to look for is I'm going to look for the breakout of this resistance on Bakery Swap. You're going to put an alert right here at 008131. I'd be buying spot on Bake all day. So make sure it breaks out this bear pennant. Once it breaks out this bear pennant, you are going to get an explosion of a pump. I'm talking explode. Yeah, this is my top trade. Look at the blank space on Bake, guys. Just blank space all the way to 12 cents on Bakery Swap. Absolutely ludicrous. This is probably going to be one of the top gainers in crypto once this breaks out. Look at that blank space. Pretty much from here, 1.4 all the way to about 12 cents. That is a 12x on Bake. And nobody's going to be talking about Bake, but look at what Bake just did. A rounded bottom. So $1,000 could be 12,000 if you're patient. Yeah, this is a beautiful trade. You would see the huge rounded bottom, and you're just kind of ranging sideways, sideways, sideways. Wow, I'm glad I looked at big. This thing is going to pop when it does. So put your alert, guys. I'm serious. 007 008100. That's where your everybody's alert should be, and that is going to be one of my top trades in crypto. All right, guys, I'm gassed. Absolutely gassed. So we will be live for the Tokyo session tomorrow at 1:30 a.m. CST. We're going to be live for the New York session at 8:30 a.m. Make sure you guys go to beastlimitless.com, guys, okay? Because I will post the schedule. I'm going to post the schedule in the live so everybody knows. We'll see some wins. Let's go, Banana. We mentioned this the other day. Banana long crushing it. Pepe crushing it. Shout out to Thomas. I appreciate you. Shout out to Tips. Shout out to Jamie. Look at everybody active in this chat, guys. Go ahead and get active and post some charts. Boom, baby. Let's go. Everybody is active on the chat now that we're bullish. And even when we were bearish again, you guys were active. Appreciate you guys. So again, I post charts here, guys. beastlimitless.com. We posted this Aave trade at 164. Aave is absolutely popping off and crushing it. But look at Bake. Bake is about to take off anytime. And Bitcoin's going to range into the London session. We got to see what London does. But based on this 1 hour time frame, it looks like London is going to pump the market. 95, 96K possibly. All right. Hope everyone has a blessed night, guys. We'll see you on the New York Live tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. And I will see you tomorrow on the Tokyo Live at 1:30 a.m. I'm honestly, London. I'm honestly probably going to do my live at 1 a.m., guys. 1:30 is a bit late for me. I know we're not exactly getting the London move to a T, but I'm going to do the live at 1 a.m., not 1:30. So 1 a.m. is going to be an hour before, right? 1 a.m. is going to, we'll be able to tell the move into London. But yeah, 1 a.m. is when I'm going to do my live London time. And then we got our Tokyo session, which is now 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Okay. So make sure you guys are locked in. I'll post the schedule again in Mighty. I gave you guys a lot of trades. Go rewatch this live. It is going to be invaluable. And you can make a lot of money. All right. So I hope you guys all have a great night. I'm exhausted. Here's another banger. Here's another banger, Cello. Okay. Cello's going to pop. Cello is absolutely going to fly. Moonshot, breakout, run to the moon, whatever you want to call it. Look at Cello. Cello already broke out. So I can see Cello pumping up to 17 and really ultimately 30, 40 cents. Okay, hope you guys have an awesome night. See you inside the app. Thank you very much all for joining, guys. We'll see you for the New York session tomorrow. And post your wins, please. It means a lot. And thank you for all the new people coming on the live. Crushed it today.